I hope you had a great weekend. Well, today I want to talk about a spice. It's called cardamom and it's also called elaichi. Now, this simple spice, it's usually available everywhere across the world, and we can also use this as a medicine to treat certain ailments. Now, when I use the word medicine, I never intend to say that these could be replacements for your allopathic drugs, but in many cases it can. But we're not here to tell you. You see, we're in the field of integrative and holistic medicine. We are not against medicine. We are not against doctors. We're not against the treatments that you may take. We are here to educate you on certain things that can act as medicine. So when I say food is a medicine for certain conditions, it doesn't mean it has to be a replacement for the medicine that you're on. But if you have good food and great lifestyle, there is a huge possibility that someday it will replace your medical treatment if that's the way it's intended to do for you. So today I want to talk about cardamom because acidity, gas, indigestion continues to be the number one problem that we see in most of our cases, be it cancer, be it diabetes, be it the inability to lose weight, be it to rapid aging. You see, everyone's looking for anti-aging foods and anti-aging products today, but no one's trying to get to the root cause and understand why is my body aging way before my time. You see, we can't stop aging. That's a natural process. All of us are going to get old. We are going to have wrinkles no matter how much of cosmetic surgery we do, how much of oil we put on our faces, how many cosmetics or how expensive our cosmetics are. We are going to grow old. Our bodies are going to change. We are going to have wrinkles and all of that stuff. So it's better that we start working emotionally to accept it and move more into aging, which is more graceful. So when I'm talking about a spice as a medicine, we need to understand the dictionary definition of a medicine doesn't just define allopathy. Okay, oxygen could be a medicine for so many people who don't breathe the right way. If you are shallow breathing and you're depriving your cells of oxygen, it can now become a medicine because it can take care of so many things only caused because of your lifestyle or your method or breathing the wrong way. If you have less fruits in your body and you need more vitamin C and you start eating more citrus fruits that gives you vitamin C, that acts as a medicine already. So you need to separate allopathic medicine and all of these things. Now, the reason why I like to say that cardamom or elaichi, in fact, most spices in your kitchen are medicines. It's already in your kitchen cabinet. And if we use it the right way with the right intention, the right belief, and the right belief system, it can help us alleviate so many symptoms that we face. Now, cardamom is highly alkaline in the human body. A normal, very common practice across the Middle East is they brew their coffees with ground cardamom or elaichi powder because it makes it alkaline. We all know that tea and coffee, the reason why we say don't have tea and coffee on an empty stomach is because it's extremely acidic. And you don't want to put something acidic in a stomach that's already empty because that starts irritating your intestinal linings. It starts causing more acidity. And then we have inflammation in our intestines. We have more problems with our microbiome, our gut bacteria, and then that's why we bloat up. So you see, acidity is dangerous for us, no doubt about it. But having elaichi put into your tea. So again, when we go into the traditional way an Indian chai is made, it is boiled with things like ginger, it's boiled with cardamom or elaichi as well. Because the wisdom of synergies of food is fantastic for our health. It's meant to cut down the acidic value of that particular food. So you see, what happens is when we include this in our diet, there are so many people who are like, oh, I need to stop coffee completely and stop tea completely. That's your personal choice. But if it's making you acidic, you need to more or less change your lifestyle because you can't just blame it on coffee or blame it on tea. Again, you have too much of it, you have it the wrong way, you have it at the wrong time, it will cause problems with your health. So number one, yes, having ground elaichi or cardamom or boiling this in your tea preparation will reduce the acidic content of that because it's highly alkaline. So if you enjoy your coffee, you enjoy your tea, and you can get a little bit of cardamom or elaichi in it, it is fantastic. The second thing, and this is my favorite, why does it help you with indigestion? Why does it help you with gas? You know, a popular treatment in Ayurveda, which is a fantastic science when it comes to medicine, is you chew or you basically suck on elaichi post a meal. Because you suck on it like a lozenge, because what happens is this cuts down acidity and basically your digestive juices also increase. So if you've had a heavy meal, now what happens when we eat a heavy meal, we cause a lot of breakdown of mucus in the system. So sometimes your stools tend to get more acidic, you have a burning sensation while passing that stool, or you find that the consistency of your stool is sticky. It sticks to the toilet pot and you need to flush it down with excess water. That means you have a mucus buildup in your stools. This mucus buildup in your stomach and your intestine isn't good for your digestive health. Now, cardamom has the ability to break down mucus, not just in your digestive system, but also in your respiratory system and your lungs. So now, like people living in Delhi, people living in Mumbai, where the air pollution and the quality of the air that we breathe is poor, what's happening is why is it basically creating congestion in our lungs? Because of the mucus buildup. So the sooner that we can expel this mucus or this phlegm out of our lungs, the better that we feel. Now, mucus buildup in your lungs is the natural defense mechanism of the human body. We build up mucus because it's wet, it's sticky, and it traps the pollutants. It traps the bacteria, the viruses, the pathogens, all of the germs entering us, and then we cough it out or it comes out from our nose, which is why blocking that process using allopathy all the time only keeps the infection in more and more. So when you have cardamom in your diet, it basically helps your lungs to expel phlegm and mucus out of your lungs. So it basically works as a natural detox. Now, when it comes to detox, cardamom and elaichi is super important because it's very rich. It's a very rich source of manganese. Manganese is a trace mineral. When I say it's a trace mineral, we need small quantities of manganese in the human body. So by simply boiling elaichi with a little bit of ginger and maybe jeera, ajwain, you can build on that. It naturally becomes a detoxification concoction. So we use this to clean out the liver, we use this to clean out the lungs, to clean out your kidney, to clean out the bowels. All of this is natural detox for you. So right from improving your respiratory system to breaking down mucus, because mucus is a huge issue in so many people who have lung disorders. There's pneumonia, there's bronchitis, there's pollution, and then of course there's excess mucus because we're constantly acidic. When we're too acidic, we break down mucus and that mucus builds up in the body. If it doesn't come out, it creates problems with indigestion. So it has to come out some way. So you can use cardamom and elaichi to do it. It already exists in our traditional food and several cuisines around the world. You'll find in some desserts, people usually dust the dessert with ground cardamom and elaichi, and these are fantastic things to bring some amount of balance to the dessert that you're eating. So you see, like I always say, food works as a synergy in the human body. Just one food's not going to do the magic, but 2 or 3 foods combined together does the magic in the body, and it can work as medicine. Now, there are a couple of things that you need to be careful. Quite a few people have an allergic reaction to cardamom. So you want to start off with a very, very small quantity. That could be 1 or 2 at a time. Remember, overdoing anything, which is even good for you, anything in excess can be bad and dangerous to the human body, even if it's what nature's given us. You don't want to overdo it on fruits. You don't want to overdo it on spices. You don't want to overdo it on anything, because anything in excess is bad for the human body. People who have very, very large gallstones, it is recommended that they don't consume too much of elaichi, especially people on gallstone medication or people who have big gallstones in their gallbladder or gallstone issues. It's recommended that they have consumed very, very little elaichi in their system. So it's best taken with professional advice. And of course, there can be conflicts between certain drugs and too much of elaichi or cardamom consumed. People on HIV medication, people on antidepressants, people on IBS medication, which is gut medication, and people on aspirin. You want to make sure that you take this under professional advice. But again, that's when you do too much of it. Having 1 cup with maybe 1 or 2 elaichis boiled in it in a day is not going to cause a problem. But I know many people out there, when they know it's great for phlegm in the lungs or it's great for acidity, they start overdoing it. They'll have 5 to 6 glasses of elaichi tea in a day, or they start grinding elaichi and putting it in everything. Remember, that's not going to solve your problem. Your body needs a little bit of the right things to sort itself out. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep.